Alright then. I admit, you had me tricked. You really had me tricked. Enshiro Oda, Oda-sensei, Oda-san or just Oda. I admit fully and heartfeltly, I really fell for that. Did all of us do? Well, perhaps their evidence was strong, and yet in the end, he still tricked us. The clues were all there. Because of one single thing, we did not see that third eye. Now we finally saw it, and with it, Pudding's true personality. Turns out Pudding is nothing more than an actress. An actress who really has planning on betraying everything from the very start. And Big Mom has turned out that, yes, she is just as rotten as she always has been, but now it suddenly turns out that she is going to turn this wedding into a red wedding. There were so many people who said that Enjiro Oda is a fan of Games of Thrones, right? And, well, yeah, the hints were there. This is basically a tribute to that, a red wedding. Hi for those who are watching, it's the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, telling this of chapter 850. Have I spoiled it? Well, basically. Do I like this? HELL NO! Hell no I don't! For crying out loud! How is this a year of Sanji? This is just a proof that Oda hates Sanji. So, and my biggest fear about this arc just got even higher! What the hell is now gonna happen? This only good thing about this reveal is the fact that, yeah, now Sanji overheard this all. It's heartbreaking that he overheard it all. But he did. So, would you finally fight back, Sanji? For crying out loud, would you finally fight back? So let's go through the chapter, shall we? First of all, well, it's just, first of all, Carrot and Chopper is doing that, and they are having Brûlé hostage. At the same time, Diesel is escorting them. They're going around the different place. Elsewhere, Sanji is prepares to do it, everything else. While Luffy, well, he is almost tearing his arm up in rage as he wraps up and tries to do it all. Because he says he's not a man who's gonna go die in a place like this. Elsewhere, back on Pedro and Tamago's fight, it turns out that Pedro's ex-bounty was over 3,000, or at least 3,000, 8,000. Oh wait, was that, well, no, I cannot count. I was gonna say 3,000, 82,000, but I know that is wrong. Either way, he was the ex-captain, and Baron Tamago is the knight and fighter, and he is worth 4,000, 2,900 berries, and we see some of them fighting. Turns out that yes, Tamago really can use his kicking powers. Well, he's a long leg, they always do that. As we see some more glimpse in Pedro's past, apparently, even though they traveled together, it was somehow Peckham's became members of that crew by himself. And during that troops was a guy named Seppo. However, during that time, they were suffered the roulette. Turns out that the roulette is not only losing limbs and, well, stuff and like that. No, it is actually also lifespan. So, yeah, with that, Big Mom took away the lifespan of Seppo, who died. Elsewhere, well, turns out also another secret on how to prevent Electro is actually wearing special rubber-like combat. Peckham's, we saw the scene where Peckham's begged for Pedro's life. It is also revealed that actually, while Tamago may have given him the scar, it turns out that actually it was Pedro himself who removed that eye. Or at least what it looks like. So he begged that and says he must return to his country. Big Mom was impressed by that, so instead she just took 50. With that, they fight, and Tamago have Pedro on the heels, which by the way I do not like. So, it's pretty admirable, though. As worthless as this chapter is, it does say how Pedro says how much he is thankful for the stars, and he also believes that they will be the ones to change the worlds. I also believe it, so please make that happen. I mean, please make that happen. Defeat the Yonkos already. With that moves, Pedro seemingly sliced Tamago in half. However, when we see that, we see also an egg. I was hoping Tamago would die from just there and there. Huh. Look at that. I'm so shaking with anger that I'm actually shaking. But given to the fact that we see an egg, it's obvious that Tamago have eaten a devil fruit. What, a Logia egg devil fruit, or is it the egg fruit? Either way, finally, Sanji is going to Pudding's room, but the female door is preventing, so he goes out in the rain, being himself, goes to the level, and when he suddenly sees Riju in the room, and then we see Pudding finally confirming that yes, she is the Third Eye Girl, and she is showing all of her true personality in front of Riju, also saying that I'm not gonna marry that little punk. Turns out that, well, it's not only Anana that has inherited Big Mom's sociopathy, but even Pudding. Why is it always that the most prettiest people are the ones who are corrupted? So everything was just like the theorists say. So, so in the end, although Pudding is a little bit sick of how much Mama treats her, when Big Mom says to trick the Strats and all that, she does that. And it's only the family members do that. Turns out what Pudding whispered in the eyes of them were actually the reveal that that she is gonna shoot Sanji. So yeah, Luffy is of course very angry at that. And when Luffy is someone who is angry, when Luffy gets betrayed by someone he trusts, moreover when you piss off someone like Luffy who cares his friends like that, then you better experience hell. I don't care if you are a Yonko. You need to experience hell. So in the end, it also reveals that Big Mom has no intention of letting this marriage just becoming allies. No, she's planning on taking the evil army of everything else. And now that they're in their territory, they can take over everything else. And then during the wedding, they're planning on massacring the entire Vinsmoke family. So yeah, that is basically the same as a Red Wedding. As Sanji has overheard all of this with a very melancholy face. I'm just saying, Oda, how could you? This is not some year of Sanji. This was year of making Sanji suffer. I'm sick and tired of this. Are you trying to make me drop this manga? Are you effectively trying to make me drop this manga? I have said this before. I have never been more close in dropping this manga than now. But it's impossible. I cannot drop One Piece. It's the best manga there is. So now I'm actually afraid. It's official for me how this arc is gonna end. As I said in some theories, we have been promised a Riviera arc and a Warakuri arc, 2017, and I think this is the last chapter of One Piece this year. So how the hell is this arc gonna be solved? I was really hoping Sanji to freaking kick his family's ass! Karma and all that stuff. And Pudding becoming a straw hat. But no, that is not gonna happen. Riju is now captured. So, how is this arc gonna end? Well, I think I'm gonna do a theory video about that. But in case I forget it, I think I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna end. The Vinsmokes and the Big Mom Pirates will start a fight against each other. I mean, wouldn't it be a double-edged sword if it turns out that even the Vinsmokes plan on betraying Big Mom? I mean, we do have Beige, so maybe that theory is also correct. And during that fight, it's during that time that the Straw Hat Pirates are gonna escape. Gonna take a little picture of the pornograph and then they're gonna escape. Yeah, that's I think what's gonna happen. And if that happens, then I will effectively blow up in immense anger. I mean, I don't care if the Big Bomb Pirates are a Yonko crew members. You need to defeat them. And as I said before, nobody pisses off the Straw Pirates. And poor Sanji, first his family. First the family of Vinsmokes blackmailed him. Then he continued torturing by his brothers. Then he effectively gave up on everything to marry Pudding. And then it turns out that Pudding really is a sociopath like many have been theorized. And now he overheard it. I mean, come on. No, why do a character have to suffer so much as Sanji? He has almost suffered just as much as Robin has. So, please, Oda, in next year, please allow Sanji to get some awesome! Why do you hate him so much? Yeah, that's basically my review of this chapter. I've never been more dramatic and angry than now, and trust me, it's only gonna increase. But now that Sanji finally knows this truth, will he finally fight back? Will he finally fight back? And as I said previously, you should never make Luffy angry. When Luffy gets angry, there's nothing that can stop him. The only ones who don't know anything is Karoto and Chopper, and that's the problem. Once they don't know Pudding's real identity, and that's gonna be a problem. And Pedro, it's obvious he did not defeat Tamago. So what do you think about all this horrific thing? Give me your thoughts if you have any.